As you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the World Heavyweight title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new World Heavyweight Champion. You see, despite Eric Bischoff's apparent desire to keep the World Heavyweight Championship vacant, Raw will indeed have a champion to represent the brand at WrestleMania. And speaking of Eric Bischoff, I plan on personally coming to Raw tomorrow to get an explanation from him as to why he's been vacating every title on the brand.
Mr. McMahon's coming to Raw tomorrow night. I'd hate to be in Eric Bischoff's shoes right about now.
Who wouldn't, generally speaking?
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring.
No chance, so that's what you got.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, from Japan, weighing 205 pounds, Tajiri. Introducing the individual who drew number 2. From Louisville, Kentucky, weighing 238 pounds, Eugene.
Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to read.
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
I can't believe he countered that one. Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch. No, man, he's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our Smackdown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the...
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
There he goes! He's out of the match!
You've got to give Big Show some credit, JR. He might be slow and clumsy, but at least he's not very bright.
Oh, you're a scream, King. I'd love to see you try to say that to the Big Show's face.
If I could figure out a way to say it using only one-syllable words, I'd do it, JR.
Just look at me.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! No matter who...
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
Eugene is such an...
He countered that one perfectly. Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out. Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised.
Up and over and out. Eliminated.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? Spike Dudley used to be such a crowd. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
You Eugene had some trouble getting to the...
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
What? Is he nuts? He doesn't really think he's going to lift him, does he?
Well, if he did, I don't think he does anymore.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
You know what cool is?
Doug Basham hasn't been with the WWE all that long, JR, but he really seems to know his stuff. I'm impressed.
Well, King, he's no stranger to the squared circle. I just wish he'd have picked up a little decency and sportsmanship along the way.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
What a reversal.
This Danny Basham isn't much to look at, but you don't see them come any tougher than him. And when it comes right down to...
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad that...
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness...
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match.
I know I'm sexy.
Boy, and there's the elimination.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age. He's not going to get caught with that one.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I'm not having issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
I'm not so sure this was about winning or losing anymore. I think
He reversed it. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
you're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was. A textbook reversal there.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic. And it's been reversed.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
Boy, what an incredible competitor Rey Mysterio is. I'd have to say that pound for pound, he might be the most exciting superstar on the Smackdown roster.
That's an easy claim to make, JR. Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe? You're not going to get him with that one.
You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
I don't think Benoit ever won any beauty contest, King. That's probably because he was too busy putting his body on the line year after year to rise to the very top of this business.
I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked long and hard to master their craft. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
Watch out! He reversed it!
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. I've got to say, JR, he saw that one coming.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain a reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's
is your winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble. He outlasted 29 other superstars to do it. And by God, he's going to get a title shot at WrestleMania 22. What a night for him.
What a night for Raw! We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion and a new #1 contender. I love the Royal Rumble, JR.